Okay, oh my word, you don't even understand what I've been through. So, my previous video that I just recorded, I wasn't going to post it. I was just going to do a new one where I just already have the element out. But no, I think I'm going to post the other one too because it shows the struggle. Like, everyone does videos and they make things look like they're so easy, and it's so not easy. When I removed the thermal fuse, it was hard, like pulling these wires off. I was wiggling and pulling with pliers forever. And then the thermistor, same thing. Well, oh my word. This element, trying to get the wires off here, I think this was the worst of all. Trying to get these wires off was beyond like a total bitch to do. I ended up, like the first one, I wiggled and wiggled, finally came off. And then the second one, what I had to do was have like pliers in one hand, like holding the metal thing, and then a wrench in the other hand, and just yanking them apart, and still trying to be careful because I don't want to wreck the whole thing. So, okay, I should back this up. So, so to remove the element, this is a Whirlpool Cabrio dryer. As I said before, I replaced the thermal fuse and the thermistor, and there's still no heat. So I'm thinking, okay, no heat, it's probably going to be the element, right? So the element has this front plate in front of it, and there's two nuts that you remove at the top and the bottom. Now, as you can see, yuck, there's some charred black lint that's on here. I'm going to be cleaning that off. But anyway, okay, then behind there, the element is right here. And as someone tried to say in one video, it just slides right out. Well, it sure doesn't. There are wires attached here, and there was a nut on here too, so the nut has to come off and the wires have to come off. And once again, it is not easy. Like, it is so not easy getting these wires off. I struggled and struggled. Did finally get it off though, so now I'm going to pull out, hopefully, pull out the element, and hopefully he just slides right out like everyone says. But of course, lo and behold, doesn't look like it's going to cooperate. Oh, I removed the front plate just so that it was out of the way, and there are a few nuts holding that on. And I also unplugged these wires because they were sort of in my way trying to reach the element thing. Okay, let me get my stool here to set the camera on. I am really hoping now that the element is just going to slide out, but I have my doubts because so far, like, not a single step of this process has gone smoothly. And you just kind of learn as you go, but it is not easy. Okay, let me try getting the flashlight instead, but the flashlight's dying. All right, so theoretically, this is supposed to just slide out now. I mean, there's no nut holding it on. So, I need that lantern, but then it's blocking. Well, it is kind of sliding forward. And it's coming. Oh, my Lanta. The stress of this, let me tell you. Okay, so I have got the element out. Now, I'm certainly no expert on these to know what I'm looking at, but let's just see if we can see any breaks in the coils. It doesn't look like it. Again, I don't really know for sure what I'm looking at. The coils seem to be intact. Now, if I've gone through all this and it's not even the element, I'll be kind of disappointed because it was a bitch to get this out. But the thing is, I've got a multimeter that I tested the thermal fuse and the thermistor with, so I might as well test the element, right? Because for no heat, you would think that's one of the main things it would be. So here with my multimeter, first of all, to calibrate it, you hold. Here, I need more hands, and I just have the two so far. I don't know, that's probably not low enough to see. But okay, so what is that showing? Okay, so there's the multimeter. You have to hold these two guys together, and then I'm blocking it. Okay, pinch them two together and it goes like that. Okay, so I'm going to put these on here to test this and see what happens. So one on one and one on the other. And it looks fine. You know what? I went through all that and it's not. The element seems to be fine. Or is it? Hang on. I really need more hands for this. Okay. Well, now I don't know. Because it seemed like it was going to the end of the beginning. Yeah, it. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, it looks like that element is good. And I just went through all that for nothing. Oh boy. Well, at least I know how to remove the element if I need to. And I mean, I can clean out the housing, which was covered in charred lint. The element seems to be fine. Well, back to the drawing board, I guess, because I don't know. Like that's... There are other parts too. There's also a thermostat on there. And oh, I should clean out that too while this is... I don't know. Like at what point do I just admit defeat and just call a repair place, you know? Because at least I've already done a lot of the work myself. Like I've cleaned out all the lint and I've replaced the vent and I've replaced the thermal fuse and the thermistor, and now I've checked the element. So it's not those. And it still doesn't work. See, I was hoping for like a linear progression and a happy ending, like one thing is wrong, you fix it and then it works. But it's like, no, there could be like a bunch of things wrong and you keep trying. And I mean, that was the whole point of this Life is an Experiment playlist, was to try things, and you don't know how it's going to go, and you just, you know, just kind of wing it and see what happens. With any experiment, things don't always go the way you hope or think they will. So many uncontrolled variables that you don't know. I still don't have a dryer, and I'm still hanging everything to dry for months now. If you have a dryer that works, hug your dryer, like appreciate it. Because I used to complain about doing laundry when all I had to do was throw things in the dryer. Well, now I've got to hang everything up by hand. It's beyond a pain. I don't know. I still don't have a dryer, and I was really thinking it was going to be the element that was not working, but the element seems okay. There's no breaks in it, and it has continuity. So it's something else. So maybe the thermostat that's on there, maybe, I don't know. I'm going to do something else to figure this out, or I'm going to call a repair place. But anyway, thanks for sharing in my journey. Maybe you can learn from my mistakes. Above all, clean your dryer. Make sure there's not lint, because I was lucky it was just a burning smell. I could have had a fire. So yeah, clean out your dryer and be safe. Anyways, happy fixing. Hopefully a better look than me. Okay.